It's a controversial map pick between, or a mode pick for the community, but it really shows the stronger team.
It does. It's about being very coordinated on your pushes and controlling map control, clam control. There's a lot that goes into Clam Blitz, and I mean that's probably why it's less popular, maybe.
Yeah, exactly.
It's definitely harder one to play in, like ranked, where you solo queue.
That's it. So we're bringing into our next match now, making sure. So the Queensland.
Purple.
Yep.
Yep, it looks good.
And they're pushing into the centre now. River is bringing out his Brella, which he is known for with his... he's known for his Julies, but unfortunately they're falling a little bit out of the meta now, and he can do a bit more against the SSP, the Splattershot Pro, or the Kensa Splattershot Pro with his Brella. So he's just found another Tent Brella on the other side. Tent Brella is a common pick for this map and mode because the big barrier, the big HP shield is huge. And you can walk behind it like a...
Yeah, protect those balls, those super clams coming in.
Yep. Just protecting them. And Cozzy already has an easy way in if he finds his way in through that left-hand side. Unfortunately, there's been protected by Vic. Vic will be no strangers to controlling the map and knowing what you're going to do.
And the incline is a... looks like an easy push, but it's quite challenging and people can pick you off in that incline quite easily.
You're quite defenseless. You can't shoot. All you can do is swim forward and backwards. Cat's been taken out with the 2v1s coming out, which is something we expect from Victoria. But Cozzy slides out from the side.
Pick up the double.
Oh, almost picks up the double against Riv.
So there's next.
But that 2v1 coming out from Victoria again.
Queensland's doing a really good job of holding Vic at bay, but here they go in the incline. Oh, and like we said, just not easy to go there.
No, and now they've lost the ball. They had to make the attempt. They probably could have taken down a few more players before they tried that. But valiant effort from Victoria and Queensland. We'll see how they match up.
Oh, and Shock picking up Murray there and trying to stay aggressive. And we're going to jump in coming. That might be a power clam.
But instead, we'll look at that section. Cat being taken down with 9 clams. Unfortunately, not being able to make that push. River's coming around from the sneak, and he's not pushing. He's just kind of...
Had to move back, I think, there.
Yeah. He's he knows it's not opportunistic, so he's walking backwards.
So you see the clam control 18-1 at the moment. Vic looking pretty strong, but Queensland holding firm still.
River trying to hold. Oh, the one shot from River escaping that hammer. Unfortunately, still losing that ball because the ink that is coming out from the Clownfish, they're actually covering the map really well.
They are. Definitely pretty even at the moment.
And that's the downside to this, a comp like this, is that they're all kill weapons. The weapons that they're using are they're going to win mechanically, but if they haven't got the area to move around, then they're going to struggle to find a pick.
Yeah.
Now, Slook he's waiting around for a bit, and it seems like he was waiting for the Booyah to come through. So that's going to be the first score coming in from Vic.
Let's see if they can keep this clam.
Slook getting in a few.
They certainly are.
And here comes a 50 push, another 4-pack is open.
Spawn right next to him.
Yeah, and there's another 4-stack coming, which Shocker's sound as well. Found.
They're only...
And now Panic is going to start setting in for Queensland. They've got to do something to stop the push, which it seems like they've done. They could have just collapsed, so well done to Queensland.
Yeah, Vic going 6 clams away from a win there, so let's see if Queensland can mount some sort of defence and get back into this game.
And Link thinking he was safe and retreating, but Shock was already in that sneak position, managed to take down 2 of them. It's only Murray and Cozzy running around in the middle.
But it's only Slook on Vic's side, so bit of a stalemate right now.
Which the Vics can afford to do because they've got nowhere to be.
Oh, they got a nice lead at the moment.
It's a nice lead.
And only a minute left, so they really just need to hold on to it. But we know how aggressive they are.
We do. And we know how good a knockout will be. It's 10 tender missiles on Slook. He's backing off. He's managed to... He's got plenty of...
coming.
Ooh. Slook, unfortunately, panic hand brought up his rain, got it off, and that was the last thing he could do.
Just need to deal with Shock, and they haven't done that. Oh, they missed
No,
the throw.
unfortunately, it doesn't make
He's
the
still
throw.
alive.
He's... And I think that would, if they just focused a little bit more on trying to take out a few more picks and give themselves that pressure, or relax and allow them to throw in a few more. Shock looks like he's going to be pushed here, but no, it's not. Still gets the kill.
And he's one clam away. They need to share clams here. There it is.
Oh, he's thrown it and he's
missed as
fallen
well.
short. This is a very deceiving bucket, this one. You've got to get really close to it and throw it almost up.
But Queensland didn't have a power clam there, so they don't force overtime.
No.
And the first game is going to VIC.
The first game certainly goes to the Barnacles, which leads them 1-0 up in the best of 5. Look, there you go. That kill count coming out from Shock.
Yeah,
and
Shock
Nex.
was pivotal there. He did really good job of defending, but then when he got forward, taking names, really, he put a lot of pressure on them and allowed his team to throw in a bunch of clams. So.
You saw that one spot at the back where Link thought he could retreat safely, and Shock had managed to position himself perfectly.
That's right.
To get that double pick before getting traded off. So I think we're going to see a similar comp come out for some of these other map modes, but it was a very aggressive, low turf but high aggression comps that they just need to get a few picks and push up on that pick, because they're very mechanically sounded players.
Yep, and so the next map we'll be moving on to is Rainmaker on Port Mackerel.
Which we haven't seen yet, Port Mackerel.
No, and it's a very long map, very narrow map.
Mm-hmm.
In days gone by, we would have seen a lot of stingrays, so it'll be interesting to see if anyone employs that tactic here.
I still think there's a mood for it, because there's no... it's very hard to get up and down on this map, so a stingray covers a lot of ground, and there's not a lot of movement for the when you pick up that Rainmaker to dodge a stingray. But who would even play it? Slook, I think is their back line.
Oh, yeah, and Slook's just subbed out for Geo, so they're obviously going to go pretty aggressive.
It's going to be an aggressive Rainmaker comp, which is probably more suited to their playstyle. Link might stay on his backline. The ball point's probably once again still a solid pick. I think as far as turfing, threat, and kill, it's perfectly positioned in this meta. We'll see if he runs that.
The team's just sorting out their gear and starting to ready up, so only one more person to go. Should be able to get underway shortly. Here we go.
So here we go for our second match of the semi-finals of the All-Star Invitational, Firetail All-Star Invitational. We were looking to see this aggressive comp, and there it is.
We've been rewarded.
Yes, and the backline coming out from Clownfish will be interesting to see if Link can hold off some of this aggression.
Yeah, so we've got double Julie's, K-Pro, and the Brella.
Now, I haven't seen much of Murray's Big Brella. He wasn't playing that last match, was he?
I think... I'm not sure who was playing it last match.
But there's only 3 big lines here.
Oh, and they're wiped.
Geo making the first pitch. Oh my god. And watch this aggression just come through. They need to look after both left and right hand side. Link's trying to take a pick, but he manages to take a shot. Very well done, Link. And they've managed just to stop the push, but that's still a 30-point push.
Yeah.
Being taken down, an uneasy jump, but
I think they missed the jump coming in there, so...
Now there's only 2 of them left, but they're going to wait for the respawn so Victoria can actually make it back into the fight. No, there has been a disconnect come out, and we might have to see a...
Yeah, so...
I think they've pushed it too
they've got
far.
to 30, I don't think they get the replay.
Very unfortunate.
Double check those rules.
And knockout is either coming here, I think, for a replay.
Ooh, okay. They can have the replay because... Or did they stop playing?
They did.
They did
They stopped playing.
Okay.
They absolutely did.
So, Each team may request for a game to be replayed once during a match, provided that, and one of the options is the opponent's team objective is not less than 30.
Okay.
So they were 1 point away from forcing that win. So very interesting there.
Yeah. Look, I think Vic would be okay with it.
Well, I mean,
but at the end of the day, it comes down to
the rules.
Oh, it's the rules. Yeah. Okay. Great. Cool. The DC came from the Queensland, the Dark Tetras.
Yeah. So if they DC
Cozzy.
again,
Cozzy
then
Skitter.
I think it was Cozzy. I'm pretty sure. But if they DC again, they won't get another replay. So
Yep. Everyone will have to keep the same gear and the same. To keep it in the interest of fairness, everyone keeps with the same stuff. But now Queensland know that Vic are going to they're going to rush him.
Well, yeah, they got that jump on them at the start there. First use of the Rainmaker and made the most of it. You might see Queensland be a little bit hold back a little bit more and not
A
just
bit more
rush in.
strategic.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we'll see how this goes coming into the second replay of this match. It's good that we have these DC rules. It's unfortunate when you don't want to see that happening. But as long as everyone's happy and they're within the rules, then we're ready to take this game on. So you can already see, look, there's 2 Toxic Mists coming out the middle. And they've stopped the progression. 3 are on the left-hand side. Gio is trying to take a 2v1. Didn't manage to. Shot came around the side and took out Cozzy. So 1 has been down from either side, but it's a much different story. What happened to Murray? He blew up at the back, that 10 brother.
Yeah. Shot got a splat bomb in there and sorted him out.
Or River has taken 2 shots to him, or he was counting those shots actually. Vic's trying to get out that. Look at that jump come around the corner as soon as it was around there. Nex has now joined the fray. So they've only managed to get a 62 push here. The pressure is definitely there, but
the
Queensland are learning.
Rainmaker's up on that sponge in a dangerous spot for Queensland. And they're 3 down now, so if they can grab hold of this, as River's trying to, before it resets.
They've held out long enough that the respawn gets to come and they all get to re-ink before they push back in. Cozzy coming down with that splashdown that has just stopped 2 people from grabbing that final spot here. Both taken out. Well done, Cozzy. He comes back with a vengeance. And now we see a Queensland push. They're getting some points on the board now.
Australian internet not going to hold Cozzy back.
Link almost been taken down by a chicken. The Rainmaker almost came down. An auto bomb. River's painting up that map with his splat bomb special. Making sure that there's no lane that they can run down. A hammer has come out from behind them. That would be Murray's hammer. He's taken out 1, he's thrown the other, and he is
nice
picked off straight by River. Well done, nice shot. Auto bomb comes out to the right hand side, move away from that jump. Jump manages to land successful. These auto bomb spams, I don't know how many they have, it's just the 1. Great shot coming out from Link, taking down that Rainmaker through a very small angle, just underneath the sponge. It was a great shot by Link.
I think those auto bombs come from Cat. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yep. And Murray's been taken out with a Booyah bomb. That is now... it's only 2v3, hopefully 2v2 now. Let's see if Shot can get some shots off.
He's right in that Stingray.
Stingray is going straight towards...
He's found the inkjet jump, so...
Now you're torn up between a free kill, or do you try and take the kill earlier because Cat was pressuring the rest of their team. Shock has been taken out. Cozzy with that splashdown once again. Gio just trying to get back that 30-point lead. What a slogfest. I think Queensland needs to ink up and get a structured push, but I don't think Vic will allow them.
No, they need to continue to control map and see what they can do. They just need... The thing about this game is it comes down to like a few picks. If you can get 1 good push, then you can win a game. So
yeah, especially on a map like this, which is very momentum based.
Murray just disappearing there for a second.
Coming back with a hammer, which was very soon turned off.
They're in big trouble.
And that's another 2. There's going to be a pickup and a run from the Shock team, from the Vic team, from Shock. And Shock picking up that double.
He's got a Booyah already. Link on the flank.
Put himself in a very dangerous spot because now he's completely out of position. He needed to make that pick. now Vic have just got another 5 points on the board.
The Booyaka coming to pop the Rainmaker.
Oh, Shuck has been taken down, and Murray coming out with another hammer. The throw has come. Oh, the throw has made no connection with the Victorian player. Oh,
they're just pushing it closer and closer.
They're going 4 points at a time. Murray and Queensland need to do something to get him out of their base, but they're holding all the choke points. And if
the hammer again.
Oh, he gets one. He gets two. And that third one hasn't actually made it, but we've just seen Murray come out, look after that jump, and he's taken out a second one. What a hammer from Murray.
The Woomy Whacker.
The Woomy Whacker out in full effect. So now we see Kat. That's in theirs, isn't there?
Yeah,
she's trying to
push forward here.
She's trying to paint up a bit,
hoping for an escort.
Yeah, all Geo is
coming after her now.
Can she escape? No, unfortunately, Geo has too much pressure on there. Murray putting down
and there's only 10 seconds left, so if they can't stop River, that's going to be it.
Oh, River has found a successful jump way, and he is going to get some extra points on the board because it wasn't enough, right?
They've got a chance now.
Okay, so they got that final pop.
Shorted.
But
who was that hiding in there? Is that Geo or River?
I think we might be able to have a quick look right at the end there. No, wasn't enough for the instant replay.
We just got the game over screen.
We got to see the game over screen again. And Shock and Cozzy, this is his return to Splatoon, and he's fighting Vic with Dark Tetris, which are a very hard weapon to use and use effectively. And he's doing a good job, so I think everyone needs to.
Yeah, no, that was impressive. And after the DC, which can, throw you off a little bit.
Yeah.
Comes back, gets 15. Well played.
Very well played. So now we're looking at the decider game, which is going to be Mako Mart Splat Zones. Yeah. We're looking at match point here from Barnacles. I wouldn't be surprised if they ran a very similar comp again because it's such a small map. Maybe a ballpoint to sit at one of the sniping positions.
I don't know if Explosher is an option on this map, but that'd be my own thought. Maybe we might see that from Murray. But only one way to find out, right?
While Murray usually plays with Geo and Slook. Or Nex and Slook.
So Splat Zones on Mako Mart
is hectic.
It is, and because it's a sort of a cross zone. So there's 4 separate bits of the zone you need to paint to capture it. So it's a challenge, and you can often get stuck on one side of it and not quite be able to capture the whole thing.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm thinking splashes or something that can get over the other side might be an option, but these players know more than me.
That's it. The cross-shaped zone means that you can't just spray a heavy painting weapon. No. You've got to put bombs around the corner. You've got to have backup.
Yeah, because you've got the Power Puff in the middle as well.
Power Puff, yeah. They're those big blown up things. They're called Power Puffs, or we like to call them Power Puffs.
So yeah, no, it should be interesting. We'll see if Queensland can mount a comeback here. So far, Vic's looked pretty strong. So only 20 odd seconds left to ready up. We're waiting for a couple of players, but we'll see what happens.
Shock is requesting if any of his squid bags made it on stream. Unfortunately, I haven't seen any squid bags yet.
We would have instant replayed it if we did.
You just got a squid bag harder, kid. Alright, we're getting into our next match, which is the Splat Zone Mako Mart. This could be the deciding factor for Vic against Clownfish, who are struggling to they're definitely winning in fights, but they're not pushing forward. They're not going further than that.
Yeah, they're just there's so much pressure from the Vic team.
Well, we have Calamite Cat versus River. It's a very hard fight to take an NZAP versus it, but she has backup from Link, which was very good. That custom explosion come out from Link, which is what we saw.
Look, I got one right.
Yeah. And straight away Vic have taken a dominant hold. Ooh, next providing the inkjet pressure up onto... it's an inkjet for inkjet. If someone lands an inkjet bullet, it's going to be an instant replay. Unfortunately, it's not. And next still manages to pick up some kills.
Yeah.
He's dodging around. No one's taking the zone just yet. There's too much going on. They've got between Tent Brothers and Rains and Lethals. It's not. It's very hard to cap this zone.
Yeah, Queensland did a good job of getting hold of that zone while they were under so much pressure.
Oh, next trying to take a pick, but Cozzy. Cozzy's going to be sought after for season 5, I reckon.
Might be in Atlantic.
He's in Atlantic, is he?
Yeah, I believe so.
All right, okay, they're going to be a team to watch next year. He's pulling out, or they're pulling out some all the stops.
Yeah, they do have.
Oh, the instant pick from Cozzy, right hand side. River gets taken down.
And
they have taken the lead against Clown.
Clownfish have the lead. Yeah, we don't have the colours right.
Yeah, sorry, team.
Their colours match the logos though, which is quite impressive.
Which is what we want, right?
Yeah, so Geo getting the pick there on Cat, and now setting off the Booyah Bomb in the zone. Picks up a double.
Oh, picks up the double, which is
3 down on the side of Queensland.
So we see this Booyah Bomb come up, and they're being too pressured. So there's just, and it's going through walls as well, which is very hard to dodge. So the countdown's going to keep going down for Vic. They look like they're going to be grabbing the lead, but there's going to have one more chance. They've got about 10 more seconds. They've lost control, not quite enough. And it seems that they've disarmed the Clownfish, the Queenslanders. They've got a very risky... Oh, there we go, it's down.
Oh, Murray, nice jump shot on the Tenta Camo.
And Murray still gets taken down by Geo. While it does have good kill power, that Tent Brother, it is very hard to take a solid one-on-one.
Yeah, you want to hit one of your first shots, really.
Yeah. Oh, because he's trying to get behind River, using that jump to get behind him.
This is a really good matchup. They're looking pretty evenly matched here.
It's looking shooters v shooters, and next
get that on
has taken the drink.
That's what we're talking about.
He did not want to be a part of this fight anymore, and he's like, the only way to deal with this is to jump off the edge. And we come back to watching Cozzy take River down for the 3rd time this fight. River's having a struggle town trying to take down Cozzy. Cozzy's just going wild, man. That's 3 down. Oh, I thought he found a 4th. It was just a sprinkler, which he still managed to murder anyway.
And Queensland looking good to potentially take the lead back here. And it's only 90 seconds left as well, so this could be a match-defining push.
There we go. They've managed to get the lead by 1 point, and the penalty has to be worked through on the other side by Vic. There is still a minute 24, though. There's plenty of time, but I'm about to watch Murray's special come out. Yes! Here it comes, the Woomy Whacker, instantly broken up by his teammates. It's very unfortunate.
Vic about to take the lead back, so
Vic's
really
got
going back and
hits
forth
on 2 different players, but they're playing quite smart. They're staying away. No, takes out Cat and gets the second one. Very good.
Nice
Next
double.
with the double kill.
And so Vic only 10 points away from taking this out.
And that's almost game. There's 49
Vic
seconds
doing
left.
a good job trying to cover, but it's not enough.
And the Barnacles have taken this in a 3-0 sweep against the Clownfish. We don't need to play best of 5, do we?
No, that's it. We don't have to see the last 2 maps. But, I mean, I think Queensland really took it up to them in that last match. That was much more even. They're really fighting for survival there, and
yeah,
you could see.
Definitely, yeah. That aggression was shown by both teams, so it just became a slogfest back and forth, with the final being 3-0 to Victoria.
Yeah, and status quo has been restored, I guess, from Victoria. They lost that set against New South Wales, but they're back in the semi-finals and taking care of Queensland.
Yeah, we've been writing this plot line for a while now, so
yeah,
it's good to see it coming out.
Vic is going to move into the grand final, but that's also not it for Queensland. They'll move to the bronze medal game.
There'll be a bronze medal game, yes.
So they're not done yet, but we've got another semi-final to go before we find out who's participating in what. So we're seeing the Allies
Yes.
take on the New South Wales Flying Fish.
All right. That's going to be a great game.
It
They've
is.
versed each other, haven't they?
No, they haven't. They were opposite groups, but
Oh, of course. You're right.
That's how it
You're very
works.
right. Yeah, that's how it works.
but I mean, they're going to be evenly matched. I think the Flying Fish. I mean, we saw them against WA, and they really put on that pressure. Perks getting the 21 kill game and carrying that forward into game 3, and they got that clutch clam throw. So they know how to win.
They know how to win.
Alligators don't know how to lose, that's for sure. They're 3-0, so this is going to be a lot of fun.
Exactly, and that game that they took off Vic, it has to amount to something, right?
That's right. So maybe they're just building, getting good at the right time. They might push through that semi-finals, grand finals.
No, it's going to be a good match between these two.
Absolutely. So we are hopefully going to have the players start to join the lobby
Soon.
and then we can get underway.
And it seems there's been a tweet party on the shock train where people just write shock and full stop, looking to fill up our feed on the side here with just shock.
All right, I like it.
And it was happening throughout the Discord as well.
The Twitch chat.
Yeah, that one. Mm-hmm.
Excellent. So maybe we bring up the two teams and have a look.
Yeah, let's have a look at this next matchup.
It'll be the same maps again, but we can have a look at who might be playing. Which I can tell you because they're jumping in.
So we're all jumping in. So